Hello, everyone, again, and welcome to 360 View. Olufemi Motaro here. We look at all the sites in news around Nigeria, giving you insight, unbiased as always. And I'd like to encourage you to please subscribe and share this content. Thank you very much. Looking at what has happened in Nigeria in the last 3 weeks, you will know, except you are, even if you are not in Nigeria physically, you are Nigerian by heart. You know that Nigeria has gone through an election process, a period of electing new officers into various offices in Nigeria, both at the national and the state level. So, the national level, we had the presidential election where we have about 18 parties contested for that, and then we had about 490, maybe four, I can't get the correct number, but in the National Assembly, where we have um, about 99 senators and 360 um, House of Rep members. So that's the size of the National Assembly. That was 3 weeks ago. And then we have the governorship election that happened on Saturday, March the 18th. It was shifted by a week due to logistics issue, according to INEC. Logistic issue came about according to what INEC said, what they observed in the previous election. Uh, which has, according to all the parameters set by international watchers, local watchers of election, it fell below all the standards of a credible election. Um, and that's just not me saying it. In all the states, and it's not particular to any state. For instance, if you look at some reports by the Center for Democracy and Development, it says that over 109, about 909 persons died from the two elections. Um, you know, that's even no, that's not even the two elections. Just before between January 1 and 10th of March. So that's just the period of the first election. So we wait for the second release. So why do people have to die because of election? Why should? And this has been happening for many years, and we're in 2023. And again, another issue is how, um, even though a lot of people claim to be Democrats and everything, but you know, um, the the evidence shows otherwise. With the intimidation, so they came with different strategy. One of the episode of this podcast, we looked at how the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-olu, never didn't put much effort into campaigning for himself. He was busy running around the governor of, the presidential candidate of his party, Bola Tinubu. It was basically the errand boy for Tinubu throughout. And then once Tinubu got announced in a disputed election, Sanwo-olu ran to Lagos because he saw the margin of defeat that Lagos faced. It became a threat for him. And Badebo Rose Vivo, who was not even a threat before, suddenly became a threat. And the whole state started, and an element, a very disturbing element. Sanwo-olu started campaigning, going to all sort of places. That was not enough, and eventually the aspect of threat came in. Threat in different form, starting with the oro that the local traditionally started setting up towards the area that they believe is densely populated by the Igbos. And then we had the threat by MC Oluomo, the transport guy, who has become a Lord Manor in Lagos. So it was a case of, whether you like it or not, we are going to get this position. And it begs the question, what exactly are we doing? Are we really having an election? Do we practice democracy in Nigeria? Is democracy a compulsory? Does it mean that I must win by all means? So with all the sincerely the amount that has been expended on this election, if we know that this is what is going to happen, we shouldn't have had it in the first place. People are just we just select people and put them in position. So what's the force in all the activity that has gone into this? That's the way I feel based on my own observation, following the news and analyzing it objectively. But I don't know what to think. Let me hear your comment in the comment section. Thank you for listening. We'll look at another aspect of the post election. We'll be doing a series this week. Please stay tuned for that. See you next time.